Did Vikings really wear horned helmets? Was Napoleon as short as they say? And can you really see the Great Wall of China from space? These are some of the biggest historical myths out there, and today, we're setting the record straight. Let's dive into the fascinating world of myth-busting and uncover the truth behind these famous misconceptions. Myth 1. Vikings and horned helmets. Let's start with the Vikings. Pop culture loves to show them wearing horned helmets, but here's the truth, they didn't. Not a single Viking helmet discovered by archaeologists has horns. This myth actually started in the 19th century when artists designing costumes for Wagner's opera Der Ring der Nibelungen added horns to make the characters look more dramatic. It stuck, and Hollywood ran with it. In reality, Vikings wore simple iron helmets or none at all. Horns would have been impractical in battle. Imagine trying to fight with giant decorations on your head. So next time you see a Viking with horns, remember, it's more theater than history. Myth 2. Napoleon's height. On to Napoleon Bonaparte, the man who supposedly had a short man complex. But here's the catch. Napoleon wasn't actually short. In fact, he was about 5 feet 7 inches tall, which was average for a man in France at the time. The myth likely started because of a mix-up between French and British measurement systems. The French measured him at 5 feet 2 inches, but that was in French feet, which were longer than British feet. British newspapers ran with the story, exaggerating his height to mock him as a little tyrant. In truth, Napoleon's achievements had nothing to do with compensating for his height. This myth shows how propaganda can shape history and stick around for centuries. Myth 3. The Great Wall of China from space. Finally, let's tackle a modern myth. The claim that the Great Wall of China is the only man-made structure visible from space. This one is so popular, even astronauts have had to step in to debunk it. The reality is that while the Great Wall is incredibly long, it's also quite narrow and blends into the landscape. From space, it's almost impossible to spot with the naked eye. In fact, astronauts have reported seeing city lights or large airport runways much more clearly than the wall. This myth likely gained traction because of the wall's immense cultural significance. It's a symbol of human achievement, but in terms of visibility from space, it's more of a legend than a fact. And there you have it. 3 famous historical myths busted. Vikings didn't wear horned helmets, Napoleon wasn't short, and the Great Wall of China isn't visible from space. History is full of fascinating truths, and sometimes the real story is even better than the myth. What's your favorite historical myth, and do you have one you'd like us to debunk? Drop it in the comments. We might feature it in a future video. If you enjoyed this myth-busting journey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more bite-sized history lessons.